Hello everyone, this is Boiler and I welcome you to this follow-up video to the new content that was released to Surviving Mars on April the 28th. Yeah, I already made a short video about this new content shortly after it was announced about a week ago. And now that it is out, we know what it is. We no longer have to speculate about certain details, and yeah, I can now give you a short overview of what we actually got and if I think it is actually worth the money they're asking for. Because I had some doubts in my last video, as you might have seen. If you haven't seen it, yeah, I had some doubts there about some of the content, if it was really worth it. And yeah, well, now I know. I haven't bought it myself because I don't buy stuff that I don't really need, so I haven't bought it myself so far. I will get one of the three definitely, and maybe one of the others as well. But I will tell you that in a moment. But yeah, I mean, I have seen footage from other players, so I know what we're getting. I can figure out if I need it or not based on that, and I will be able to explain my thoughts to you. So yeah, let's actually go down here and let's have a look at this. So we got these three things. We got the Martian Express, which is basically trains on Mars. This was released for, in my area, 7.25. I don't know what your local equivalent of that will be, but it's under 10. That's a good thing, because if it had, I was speculating that this will be sold for $10, and it is not. So at least it is cheaper than I expected. The other two things are exactly the price that I expected. The radio pack is 4 Swiss francs for me, so the other radio packs were the same price. That is reasonable. And the buildings pack here, the future contemporary cosmetic pack, is 5 Swiss francs for me, which is in line with the other building skins, that skin packs that we got. So that makes sense. So the pricing, at least it's in line. I mean, 4 francs for a radio pack is actually not bad. It's 16 songs, and it's good music. I will go into that in a moment. So that's totally worth it. That is, well, it's worth it if you like the skins. I don't like the skins, so it will not get that. This is the one I will definitely not get, and it has another problem as well, which I will talk about in a second. This one I will definitely get, and this one, yeah, maybe. So let's start with the one that will definitely get. So the Revelation Radio Pack, okay? It's got 16 songs. And actually, let me go to YouTube for that one. So, Mr. Arbor has released the full track list, the full soundtrack in a video here with timestamps and everything, with the track list down here. So you can go and listen to that. I will actually put the link in the description. Or even up on the screen right now, so you can click it. Go and listen to this. It is fantastic music. If you enjoyed Surviving Mars soundtrack so far, I'm pretty sure you will also enjoy this one. This is great music. It's electronic music, very fitting for the scenario, and it's very in line with what we already know from Surviving Mars. I think it's chill but somewhat energetic at the same time. It's very melodic, I think, and just sometimes just downright epic. Because I have to say, it's great music. This will be my playlist for the coming weeks. Definitely, I will get that on my phone and will listen to that while I drive my car or when I just want to chill out at home. So this is definitely great music, and it actually. I have listened to it before starting recording this video, and I have to say it really got me in the mood to play Surviving Mars again. So maybe I'll fire up a new game in the over the next days or weeks somehow, if I can find the time for that. But yeah, really great music. If you like the soundtrack of Surviving Mars so far, this is totally worth to get. Just one thing, Paradox can't calculate. Why? They are saying here approximately 70 minutes of music. That's not 70 minutes. That's not even close. If they would have said approximately 60 minutes, that would be fine. I mean, it's almost 60 minutes, but it's definitely not approximately 70 minutes. That's way off. So I don't know where they get their numbers. So it's 16 tracks. They have all a reasonable length. Some are actually, there's one that's actually quite long. It's, yeah, 7 minutes or something like that. So that one is a real beast here. But all the others are of reasonable length, and it's about an hour of music. So it's totally worth the price. It's just the announcement is wrong. It's not 70 minutes. It's more like 60. Okay. Okay. So let's get back here. Let's get to the next thing. Hey, where the hell is my arrow to get back here? Okay. Well, then we'll do it this way. So this one I will definitely get. Then let's have a look at the cosmetic pack here. So I already told you that I don't like the designs of these buildings, and I'm actually pretty proud because I depicted because I said this is probably the science lab, and it actually is. That made me quite happy. But yeah, there's a problem with this, and this is the casino, by the way. So this pyramid thingy here, that's the casino. So there's one problem with this pack, aside from me not liking the skins. The spires. Apparently, the spires use one more hex than the vanilla versions, which means that on the smaller domes, one of the triangles will lose a hex. Now, depending on what buildings you have in there, this might not matter, because sometimes you do have a hex to spare, and you can just rearrange your buildings and it will not matter. But it is odd to me that they will design these skins in a way that they use one more hex. They just could have made them one hex smaller. It wouldn't have mattered. So I don't get this. Now, this might be a problem for you, it might not, I don't know. Just be aware, these things use one more hex. So the other buildings that are replacements for normal buildings, the other building skins, these are the same size as their vanilla counterpart. So there you don't lose anything right there. It's only the spires which are a problem. So yeah, so we'll definitely not be getting that. For one, I don't like the designs, and two, well, I don't really see why these spires need to take up one more hex than their vanilla counterpart. So no, we'll not be getting that one. So let's have a look at the Martian Express, which is the maybe for me. This is the maybe. Now we actually do have some footage here, so we'll have a look at that so we can see these things in action. So there are a couple of weird things about these that I will talk about in a minute. I suspected some of that when I looked at the stills in the last video, and now that we have moving pictures, and actually Paradox partnered up with PartyElite to make some preview videos, and he explained pretty well how these things work. And yeah, my fears were basically yeah. I don't know. Yeah, my fears came true. Let's say it this way. Let's say my fears came true. So there's another video here. Let's play that without sound. No, that's the trailer. That's what we had before. So let's go through these pictures to explain what the weird things are here. So first things, where do we have this? So you see these stations here, and I already suspected that we will not have through stations, because there are clearly lines going in both directions, and it really looks like the trains can't go through here, and they can't, and this is the only kind of station we get. Now of course we get smaller and bigger stations, but this is the only kind of station we get. This is a hub station, and the other ones are just dead-end stations, terminals. This is a terminal station here. And then we get these hub stations, and all of these are not through stations. So you will not be able to set up a line going from one dome to another, and to another. So you will not be able to make like a circuit or something. You can make these hub stations. Of course, you can drop off passengers and supplies and stuff at this hub station, then move it over to the other train and transport it from there. But this is complete bullshit, if you ask me. Sorry. I'm sorry I have to be so blunt, but seriously, this is bullshit. I don't get why this has to work this way. I'm not entirely sure if this is based off a mod or if this has been a mod before now going on sale, or if this is just an expansion designed by modders. I have to say I honestly don't know the entire background here, but it is sold by Paradox. It does cost 7 Swiss francs and 25 cents for me, so I would expect something more substantial. I would even be happy to pay like 10 Swiss francs for this if it had through stations. Because like this, I don't really see what this is getting me. I can link up 2 points on the map with a train. So yeah, of course there might be uses if you have like a really big project, or if you want to expand your colony into a different corner of the map and you want an efficient way to get all the resources there. You could make like a central hub where you drop all the stuff off. I don't know, there might be uses for it, but it's not a complete feature in the sense that I would have liked it to be. If we are getting trains on Mars, I would really have liked it to have through stations, so we could build like a normal train network, but we can't. Which is weird. Which is really weird. Another weird thing is, I expected these trains here to go like arrive here, stop at the station, and then go back on the same side. But no, they actually, before they travel back in the other direction, they actually flip to the other side magically. Like basically you can see them just flip over there, which is weird. It doesn't make sense. I mean, it makes sense gameplay wise, so we can have multiple pods on one track. If you have multiple pods on one track, and you can have multiple pods on one track, they need to go all in the same direction on the same side, otherwise it would not work. So it makes sense in that regard, but it's weird. It's weird seeing these things just magically teleport to the other side and then take off in the other direction. It's really weird. Really weird stuff. I don't like this at all. Oh, and I speculated what these things are. I didn't know in the last video. So these are basically liquid containers, so you can transport water with these trains. I don't know why you would want to do that, but you can. So that's what you can do here. So yeah, no through station. So and they can't travel over terrain height differences, so they can't go up an incline or go to a different terrain elevation, so we can only build these things where it is completely flat, which is another like, yeah, I don't know, weird thing. The whole thing seems cheap to me. If this is a mod, and again, I don't know where this thing originates. I haven't been following Surviving Mars that closely over the last couple of years, so I don't know where this thing originates. But if this were a mod, I would be okay with it, because it's a mod. Okay, it has been made with limited time, with limited technical access to the game, with limited resources, so it's okay. But this is now something sold by Paradox. It is no longer okay to be such a bare bones feature. It feels like unfinished. It feels like not thought through. Yeah, and that's why I probably will not buy it. I never felt the need for trains that much. I always thought it would be nice, but not in this way. Not in this way. If we could build a proper train network, then okay, yeah. But this is not it, guys. This is not it. Yeah, and don't we get single line hub stations? I mean, if I want to just carry on this line, I have to build a second one, or how will this work? I have no idea. Yeah, that will probably not find out, because I will not buy this thing just to satisfy my curiosity. I have more important things to do with my money. So yeah, there's another view of the hub station here. So yeah, so this dome here, if people want to go here, it looks like a service dome. It has all the service buildings in it. Maybe it's a living dome. There seems to be an apartment building over there. So let's say they live they live here and they want to go to work, so that you can have like one train going there and one train going there, but you can't have a train that comes from here, stops here, and then travels in this direction. You have only one that comes here, stops here, and goes in the other direction. So everything that needs to go through this station has to load it over. It doesn't make sense, guys. It doesn't make sense. So what I'm taking away from this, so we got a great radio pack, really worthy of the game, great music, great value. I think it's okay for the 4 francs that I have to pay for it, and I would say it's okay for whatever you have to pay for it. But great stuff. So this is absolutely worth it. It doesn't make the game better or anything, but it's nice to have, and it's great music, so it gives a little bit more variety. That's always great. So this one, personally, I don't like the skins. I don't understand why the spires need to take up 1 more hex. If you like the skins and you don't mind the 1 more hex the spires take up, yeah, okay, it's a skin pack. If it needs to be 5 francs, I don't know. But I wouldn't say it's overpriced, but it could be a little bit cheaper besides. So yeah, whatever. I'm kind of mixed about this one. It's just my personal taste that doesn't like it, so I can't really judge it fairly. The Martian Express, it depends on what you want to do with it. If you really just want to connect 2 things together that have a lot of resource transfer between them, or a lot of people transfer between them, then it's okay. It's a nice feature. It doesn't use fuel. It runs with energy. And can be built with concrete, so then it's okay. But if you want to have a proper train network across your colony, then it will not work for that. It will not, because it doesn't have through stations, which is a big minus. It can't travel up inclinations, and it can't, it can't connect your whole colony. It just can't, so it's kind of worthless. I think the price is... I'm a little bit split. If it would have had through stations, if it would have had the ability to traverse different terrain elevations, then I would have paid 10 francs for it easily. I would have said, okay, it's totally worth it. As it currently stands, because it's somewhat not complete, it doesn't have a complete price as well. So, well, I don't know. Maybe the price is okay. It really depends on if it is satisfying your needs or not. It doesn't satisfy my needs, so maybe I'll get it if it's on sale. I don't know. I have to think about it. I will definitely buy the Revelation pack right now, because that's cool. Yeah, and just another interesting thing here. Yeah, Surviving Mars right now. This has been released for a day now. We have 2 reviews on the radio station. We have, I think, 1 on the Cosmetic Pack. Yeah, we have 1 user review on the Cosmetic Pack. And on the Martian Express, we have... Where is it? Oh, we're at least 14. We have at least 14 reviews. And... well, the only people complaining so far, well, one finds it confusing and the other one, she seems to have a bug. But I don't see any reviews downrating this because of the missing through station, so maybe I'm just weird, I don't know. But for me, this is really a major problem. Anyway, guys, that's my follow-up to the new content on Surviving Mars. And somehow that doesn't take me back. No, it did. No, it did. So that's my follow-up for the new content on Surviving Mars. Yeah, I'm not super excited about it. I'm really excited about the radio station, because it's really it's absolutely my kind of music that I like to listen to. It fits nicely with the already fantastic soundtrack this game has, which I think is one of the greatest soundtracks any game ever had. I'm absolutely happy with that. I'm happy to pay 4 francs for that. The rest, I don't know, incomplete, unnecessary, weird would be the words I choose to describe it. So I really hope if they do more content for this game in the future, it will be a little bit better, because the last expansion we got was terrible. Not from my own experience, but from everything I heard, and I will not buy it based on that. And these small content packs we now got, well, as I said, they're mixed. So I really hope they will put in more effort for future releases, if there are any future releases. But I don't know how well this stuff is selling right now. I can't imagine it is selling terribly good. So I don't know how long this game will get updates and content. I would say probably not for much longer, which is sad. I really love this game. And I actually would like to see a sequel one day, but I think we'll not see any of that. We'll not see much more content for this one, and we'll definitely never see a sequel. That's my guess here, which is sad, but sometimes reality is that way. So we can't make it the way we want it, unfortunately. So anyway, so I have been rambling for long enough. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a like below. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. And yeah, be back for more gaming stuff in the future. Until then, I wish you all the best. Have a great time. Be safe. Stay healthy. Bye.